Everybody, it's Bayern Ryan here with Halftime with Bayern Ryan, and we finally got him.
You made it happen.
Made it happen. You make a wish upon a star, and this is what happens. Now, everybody, I know everybody here, or we've got the Austrian fans on my channel, the Red Eagles Austria. They definitely know who you are. The Bayern fans definitely know who you are. We'll get to that in a second. Everybody, this is ChristianFuchs. He has played all over the Bundesliga for Schalke, Mainz, and Bochum.
Yes.
And he also played for the, would you call it the largest upset in all of sports history?
Oh yeah, it is.
The largest upset in all of sports history.
If you call 5,000 to 1 big, large.
I call that Ryan's dumb and didn't put money on the game. But this halftime of Bayern Ryan is going to be about the same, but it's going to be a little different because a lot of people on Twitter have requested you specifically. Now, I'm just going to do a couple of questions and then we'll get to the meat and potatoes of the halftime of Bayern Ryan show. Okay. I know you've played at Schalke. Few active Bayern Munich players played at Schalke with you. Can you name the two that you played with and the one that you substituted on for? Because you've only substituted on for one active Bayern Munich player.
Yeah, it's Goretzka.
Okay.
Sané.
And?
Leroy Sané. And is that the one that I subbed on for?
No, you subbed on for Leon. The last one.
Is Choupo-Moting still there? Yeah.
Max from Choupo-Moting. Yeah. All right. Now this
not
is
too bad.
Not too bad.
Start,
I didn't think you would have jumped on Goretzka like that, but hey, it works. Choupo-Moting, I thought you would kind of get tripped up on. But all right, this is a question a lot of people on Twitter had asked me about. You know Jamie Vardy pretty well. His famous quote from 2011: "Chat shit, get banged."
Yeah.
How many times have you actually seen Jamie chat shit or seen somebody in the locker room chat shit and actually get banged?
Nah, never. Nah, he's a good guy.
Okay, now we're going to get to the actual reason Halftime with Bayern Ryan is created. Halftime with Bayern Ryan, we do inspirational, motivational content. You see football players all the time. Fans look to them as motivation, inspiration to get them through the second half of their day and all that kind of stuff. For me personally, like a Franck Ribéry with his scar story and stuff like that, that got me through a lot of stuff. So basically, I'll just leave it up to you, but I'll give you a scenario.
All right.
The city of Leicester. Not really a major metropolitan area like London, that type of stuff. They look to you guys on that team to basically get over a lot of things that personally happen in their life. And for me personally, the reason I bring up Leicester, not Charlotte, is because I personally know a young man that flew to Leicester. And I think he was one of your, I guess they're the ball boy guys at the beginning. He actually had terminal cancer. And he was a Leicester City fan because he had heard that y'all were the underdogs and all this kind of stuff. Well, as your season did this, his health literally did this.
Wow.
When you won the title, about 2 months, maybe 2.5 months later, I saw on his Facebook, he's completely in remission. So we all, there's a foundation, we all got together and we helped him get to Leicester to see everybody and all that kind of stuff. So when you hear stories like that, or you see stories on Instagram where people use you as a motivation, how does that make you feel?
Well, it's, first of all, it touches yourself, it touches your heart to hear stories like that. Of course, it's getting close to me. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, when you can be an inspiration, then it's a very proud moment at the same time. Okay. There's so much more value in making people happy, like we do on a weekly basis. You rightfully said. I mean, it's not only for fans that come here that where football makes their life. it's the same for us. It's the same for everybody. It's something to look forward to every weekend, and it's he's one story. I heard a lot of stories, similar stories. Met a lot of kids here already as well. That it gives them another push. It helps them through a tough time, and it's really seeing those. We had one young kid here, right, who was picked up from school with a stretch limousine, and very Americanized, and but then he didn't know where he's going to, and then he came here, and he was allowed to be on the field with us, train with us.
Oh wow!
And seeing those happy faces then on those big smiles on their faces is something that me as a father myself makes me very sentimental, but also very, very happy and very proud at the same time.
Okay. And the biggest thing here is giving halftime speeches on my show. Basically, just look in the camera. It doesn't matter if you want to speak to a certain group of fans, if you want to speak to players, whatever, or just fans in general. Something to get them over the second half of their week, if they're having a tough day, tough week, tough year. Something to, because they cheer you on, you're basically the guy that's now cheering them on, giving them the motivation.
Yeah.
So, have at it.
Straight into it. Let me think about it a little bit.
Mackenzie had to think about it too.
Of course, it's not.
Ben tried to go straight for it, and that he crashed and burned.
But it's not a topic that we've been asked, that we asked many times.
Yeah. That's why I kind of wanted to do it, is because y'all, when you look at some of these players, it's a robotic response. It's how did you play today? How did you think about the game? Yeah. But for me, I want it to be one of those things where you have to think deeper and make the game mean more to y'all, because you know how much it means to everybody else. Because like I've said, it's for some of us, when they sit there and say it's just a game, it's not life and death. For people like me that have like been in car wrecks and cancer and stuff, it is life or death to us, because Ribery and your Leicester squad and stuff like that saved somebody somewhere from a dark period. So that's the life and death that people don't see. It's not a physical life or death, but it's that type of thing.
I think, and I'm going back to the Leicester story.
Okay.
I think when life teaches us a lot of lessons. Some are good, some are not so good, some are really horrible. But when you think back that Leicester, I know I take Leicester as the example, but we defeated the odds 5,000 to 1. I understand sport, health, life is very different to each other, but when there's hope, then you gotta fight for it. Then you gotta try your best to turn it around. And for me, myself, I can tell you this: being out there on the field, everybody has problems. Smaller, bigger, it doesn't matter. Problems are always there. But for me, being on the field or being in the stadium in front of you guys is my therapy. It's my personal therapy. It's those 2 hours, 2.5 hours where you can just take your thoughts away, focus on something that you love, focus on something that you love watching, and then maybe get the energy out of that 90 minutes. If it's a win, if it's a loss, that's not down to us all the time, right? There's also an opponent, but enjoying those 90 minutes and really embrace it.
Hey, he did better than Ben Bender.
I hope so. I really hope so.
Well, Ben just kind of, I kind of threw him off because I said something about like, hey, you're the American Thomas Muller. And he's like, Yeah, he didn't take that very well.
I think he doesn't even know who Thomas Muller is.
He better know who Thomas Muller is, or I'm going to have to beat him up.
Well, trust me, I asked some of the players some names of European football, big names. Do you think they would know Raul Gonzalez?
They should.
No, they don't. They don't anymore.
But the thing is see, like Johnny's
he
jaw
knows,
drops.
He knows, yes.
But the thing is does Johnny know that you played with him?
I don't know.
Did you know Yeah, he did.
But I do know Raul Gonzalez.
Yeah, I mean,
He didn't know he played with you at Schalke.
this generation now doesn't know them anymore.
Damn kids. All right, everybody. From Bayern Ryan, Christian Fuchs, thank you for coming
made it
out and
happen.
watching.
He
I
made
made
it
it happen. This is how you do shit. Have a good night, guys.
Got to speak your mind.